Dust extraction basics. What are the things that you need to know if you're going to set up a ducted system? Right then, so we talked about the different types of extractors, different types of filters, all that sort of stuff. I didn't go into too much depth on how to set up your ducted system or why things are a certain way, right? Touched on it in the last video. It's super important to be able to run the thickest, the widest piece of duct in all the way to the machine. What you don't want to be doing is, if you've got like a 6-inch or 150mm adapter on your dust extractor, you don't want to be throttling that down to like 38mm, 100mm, whatever it is, and running that to your machine, because that's pointless. You want to keep the most airflow that you can right up until the point of the machine. So as you can see here on my ducted system, we go up and we shoot off, and we run a 6-inch duct all the way around over here. We run a 6-inch duct all the way to here. And the only reason that it's dropped down to 4-inch here is because obviously we have two 4-inch ports on the drum sander. While we're here then, you can see here we've got some flexi duct in. Now you're going to have to use a bit of flexi duct in here and there, right? It's just like it's kind of a bit of a given. However, you want to limit the use of your flexible duct in as much as you possibly can. Obviously all these ribs in here are going to screw up the airflow inside the pipework, and you're going to get less turbulence when you're running a smooth duct, or a smooth internal duct I should say, because you can get flexi pipe that looks ribbed and it's not on the inside, but yeah, that's by the by. It's important to run a smooth pipe as much as you can all the way up to the machine, and then the last little bit you run flexi. So you can see here all of my joints are taped. I use HVAC alley tape, like aluminium type tape. It's perfect, it's great, it moulds around all the joints and it makes sure that we don't lose any air. It's pointless running all of this system, spending all this money if we're not going to seal everything. Same thing here, we use like hose clamps, like 150mm I think they are, 125mm hose clamps, they come down onto the thing. And the only place I don't have any is here, because for ease of use, if I want to take this off, I need to be able to take these off. So that's the only reason that we don't have that pipe down, tightened down right there. Blast gates are another very important thing. What that means is if I pop a blast gate on, so say for example we want to use this section, I just close that, and then the only part that the extractor is working on clearing is this section just here. Same thing when I'm working over there, I've got two blast gates depending on which one I'm using. Same thing over here, we run 6-inch all the way down, then next down to a 4-inch pipe or 4-inch flexi, and then I run that to like the drill press or my disc sander over there. Wide joints are super important. You don't want to be having too many right angles, right? What you want is you want 45 to a straight to a 45. And you can see here we go into basically what is a 45-degree turn into the Y, and then that shoots off like this. It's also extremely important that you have the Ys the right way round, right? Because having this the right way round, what it means is it can pull in here and pull in here, basically like a sewer pipe, right? If you have that the other way round, you're creating areas where you're going to get turbulence and little vortexes and stuff like that, and then you're going to lose the amount of airflow that you need. So it's always important when you're doing curves to remember that you do 45 straight and 45. Works out to be a little bit more cost in the beginning, but it is definitely worth it in the long term. You run your flexi pipes as short as possible. If you've got a split to make, you use a Y. Because again, like I said, you just want the smoothest flow possible. Make sure you tape all your joints, make sure you use the right connectors, make sure you've got blast gates at the machine if you can get them, and make sure your ductwork is fully supported all the way around, because you don't want it to sag, because if it sags, it's going to tear that tape and then you're going to lose airflow. And that is the super basic look at running a dust extraction system. Now I might add, I've not been trained on this. This is everything that I've just picked up over the internet. I love to learn about stuff. I soak it up like a sponge, right? And so this is what we did. And this is how I did it. And I've got to be honest, it works perfectly for us. So I hope that's given you a quick bit of information, something to think about, something to dwell on. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you're still here, you're awesome. You take it easy. Have a great day.